I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Jackie, will you please call the roll?
Yes, Mayor. Mayor Evans?
Here.
Vice Mayor Parrish?
Present.
Mr. Velardo?
Here.
Mr. Price?
Here.
Mr. Thompson?
Here.
Ms. Cooper?
Here.
Ms. Chamberlain?
Here. Proceedings. Do I have a motion to approve the council meeting proceedings from November 6th?
So moved. Second.
Mr. Parrish?
Yes.
Mr. Price?
Yes.
Ms. Chamberlain?
Yes.
Ms. Cooper?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Mr. Velardo?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes. And financial statements, do I have a motion to receive the October 2025 finance report?
So moved. Second.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Ms. Chamberlain?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Parrish?
Yes.
Mr. Velardo?
Yes.
Mr. Price?
Yes.
Ms. Cooper?
Yes.
All right, that takes us to public comments. Is there anyone from the public that would like to make a comment? All right, seeing none, we will head on to the city manager report. Mr. Gunderson.
Thank you, Mayor. Provided in council's packet is the city manager report. Wanted to highlight a few things. We held several key meetings since the last council meeting. We held a public records committee meeting, the Milford Parks and Rec Committee. Chief Mills and I also attended the Center for Local Government luncheon. Topic was bridging the gap, how city leaders can strengthen and safeguard their police agencies. Had a lot to do with training and ensuring that we're staying up to speed with modern training. So it was a really informative luncheon. Wanted to update council on the FC mini pitch due to weather that has been pushed back and will start next Monday, November 24th. We're excited to get that underway, and that should take about 3 to 4 weeks. We have the no parking signs out there currently. That has to do with the staging area for the equipment, so we're excited to get that underway. We actually rebranded Office Hours with the City Manager to Milford in Motion, and that was a recommendation from our marketing company. And why we wanted to rebrand it was we wanted to provide videos to the community, residents, business owners, stakeholders to sort of do to complete a behind-the-scenes look at what does a city manager do? What are project updates? What are the good things going on in the community? Not only from a city standpoint, but also businesses, if there's successes that local businesses are having, or even residents. So we're excited to get this new series underway. The Milford in Motion, I want to emphasize this, the culture that we are implementing in terms of our organization is we're continuing to drive results. We want to keep moving. It's not status quo. We're moving slow. We are moving, trying to find new creative ideas to better our community. So it was a pretty creative name, and I give them credit for that. So we filmed 3 videos so far. City manager duties and role, what does that look like on a day-to-day basis? The FC mini pitch, we'll have a special video for that. And then we want to highlight our small business incentive rebate program, as I don't believe that is a well-known enough in terms of the benefit that provides to businesses. So that will continue to, that episode or those series will continue to evolve. 2 upcoming events. We have the mural revealing on November 20th at 4 p.m., so this Thursday. And then we have a ribbon cutting on Friday at Valley View at 1:30. And that is all I have, unless there's any questions. And, of course, happy Thanksgiving in advance. Thank you.
All right, that takes us to Chief Mills and the police report.
Good evening. You should have my October monthly report. A couple of things I'll highlight. We held our annual Less Lethal in-service and physical fitness training on 2 separate dates in October. All members completed our anti-bias and ethics training, and Sergeant Dennis passed her Part 107 examination and is now the only full-time member of our drone team, which was previously consisted of all police volunteers. So really proud of her for getting through. That's a pretty tough test. Several notable occurrences that I'm happy to answer any questions you may have about. If not, I'll jump into a couple of community relations items. Detectives Gary and Mike Green volunteered and worked the drug take-back in partnership with Kroger during the month. We had extra officers and volunteers in for Halloween and No Tricks, Just Treats on October 31st. I think I previously mentioned we staffed 3 trunk or treats this year, one with RDI, one with Texas Roadhouse, and one with Pattison Elementary. So more for my November report, but our, really even my December, we just announced the Shop with a Hero date for this year. It's going to be December 10th at Target at 6 p.m. And I wanted to also report that we had a really nice Citizens Police Academy graduation ceremony last week. Mr. Gunderson was one of our graduates. Councilman Velardo gave a nice speech at that event, so it was just a good
Maybe
good
out of
event.
order, I guess, but you know, I did.
Yeah, that wasn't your fault. And lastly, I'd like to talk about Claremont County's new Ohio's Blue Envelope program that we're participating in. If you haven't heard, this is a program and partnership, like I said, with Claremont County Board of Developmental Disabilities that includes this blue envelope that you can pick up in our lobby. And it's got a spot on here for you to put your name in, whether you're the driver or the passenger. And it lets the driver, or lets the officer know that the occupant may exhibit some signs of anxiety. You know what they say, freedom is the colors of red, white, and blue until they're flashing behind you. That can be a stressful situation for anybody, especially people that have some disabilities. So this is something they can hand to the officer, lets the officer know they may have some communication disabilities, that they might be a little anxious, more anxious than normal. Lets them know they might need additional time to formulate responses. It's even got a spot where they could list emergency contacts. So if I'm having trouble communicating with you, here, call this person. Inside the envelope, there's a pamphlet that describes the program, but there's also a sticker that you put on your car so the officer knows when he's walking up on the car, this person might have a developmental disability, and there's a little ID card that you can put in your wallet that's got some more information in case, like an emergency or something. This is something I know will help us, and I believe it would also help our fire department in automobile accidents and situations like that. So we'll be posting some of this stuff on our Facebook page, but we encourage anyone that's interested to stop by. These are on the glass cabinet in our lobby. They're available for free, and you can get them Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30.
And Chief, do you know any other local department that's using that? That's a fabulous idea. First of all.
Yeah, I think there's a few in Claremont County, and I know the Highway Patrol put out something on it. But I would imagine, I don't know specifically, but I would imagine that, because this was relayed to me through Claremont County Developmental Disabilities, I'm sure they sent a blast out to all the chiefs. So
Great idea.
I think there'll be several.
Could you give the Shop with the Hero date
Yeah,
one
that'll
more
be
time?
December 10th. That's a Wednesday at 6 p.m. So we'll be calling all of our police volunteers to serve as elves that night and help us gift wrap, and there'll be some other needs.
Yeah,
Did you happen to let our city manager know that he gets to dress up as an elf?
I was going to wait and drop that on him. Yeah.
Okay.
I think he wore the elf suit tonight.
Thank you.
But did you come here in a Lamborghini?
That takes us to Fire and EMS District Chief Nickel.
James.
Hi, good evening. Happy to report that we had a very successful food drive. It was November 5th through the 12th. Milford Fire Department, Miami, and Goshen. We all teamed together through the local businesses and the community to collect food for the food banks in Claremont County. So specifically on the 12th, there was a drive-through at each firehouse, and we got like massive pallets of food, and they picked them up and distributed them. So
Nice.
hopefully that helped people out, you know, that may have been having some problems. And the last thing is the fire safety inspector class that I mentioned a couple weeks ago. It finished today, 5 weeks. It was 80-hour class. So numerous members from Claremont and Hamilton County Fire Departments were there, and so it was very good. So we'll have some more fire inspectors throughout the county, and life's good.
All right,
So that's all I have.
all right, thank you very much.
Thanks.
That takes us to council comments. Anyone from council like to make a comment?
The hometown holidays, because we will not meet before then, so
For the fire truck rides.
Yeah,
So-
because-
We were going to have you park in front of Bishop's
Okay,
as opposed to the bank.
sure.
Yep,
That'll work.
perfect.
So, and, you know, if for some reason the truck's not going to be ready, we'll definitely let you
Let us
guys know
know.
way in advance,
Yep.
but we're hoping that it's done, so, thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
There was
Anything
one
else?
other parade that we used to participate in that fire truck. that
Yes.
is This Thursday, but
I don't know
yeah.
that we were invited.
Yeah, yeah.
no, not anymore.
Oh, we were invited.
We don't have a truck. No?
Yeah,
No?
yeah,
Okay,
All right.
okay.
yeah.
All right, that takes us to our committee of the whole meeting. Do I have a motion to enter into the committee of the whole meeting?
So moved. Second.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Parrish?
Yes.
Mr. Parrish?
Yes.
Mr. Velardo?
Yes.
Mr. Price?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Ms. Cooper?
Yes.
Ms. Chamberlain?
Yes. All right, and just want to see if everyone on council agrees. We had a discussion about moving the public comment section to the end, so that if people are going to comment on one of these topics, they can wait until after they hear our discussion on it,
I think that's a great idea because it gives the public a chance to
to listen in.
participate from an educated standpoint. So I think it's a great idea to move it until after they hear what we have to say.
Okay. Everybody okay with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we will do that at the end tonight. So I will turn it over to Mr. Gunderson for discussions.
Thank you, Mayor. Alrighty, first on the agenda is the appropriations ordinance. Right in the packet is all the appropriations as the, for the fifth version. A lot of this is pretty straightforward. Predominantly, the big topic in all of this has to do with the Main and Lila improvements. That was a project that came in under bid, as well as the scope of work was also significantly reduced. So we're able to really knock down several of those line items. The only thing that might be coming before you, I suspect we may have one more coming based off of internal conversations. One of them, for example, is the capital improvement fund. We've reduced that 149,000 as it relates to the Main and Lila. We do have significant elevator upgrades that need to be done to make it operationally or to make it functional, quite frankly. So we are getting updated quote on that to see what that comes in at, and that might be something that comes before council as we've had significant issues this year. So that was originally on the project list for next year, but if we're able to get it in this year, then I'll run that by council for consideration. Other than that, the rest of it's pretty straightforward. The water tower fund, that was budgeted for the difference between the total cost of the water tower on Wallace Avenue and the difference between the grants. So the difference between the total cost and the grant that we received, so $1.5 million. We originally budgeted for that as we didn't secure funding in terms of the loan at that time, so that was budgeted for that reason. Other than that, the other big items have to do with, for example, the charter amendments that we mailed to all of the electors. That was a pretty significant cost that was not budgeted. So the majority of the items are a reduction in the budget that total about almost $5 million. Any questions on that? Alrighty, moving on. Next on the agenda is the Assistant City Manager job description. This has been a position that was part of our operations over the last couple of years. This hasn't been filled, and this is something that we're looking at filling in order to better our operations. With that being said, the previous job description had a large focus on planning and economic development. This is geared more towards finance. This would be in lieu of hiring an assistant finance director. This would also help from a city manager standpoint to help with some economic development, but primarily project management. This is council. I'm asking for an ordinance to revise this or amend it to better fit our needs moving forward. Any questions on that?
Please. We need to go back to the last one.
Are we doing it?
Need an
Are we doing it?
ordinance.
I thought we were just discussing it.
Are we doing it tonight, I think?
Oh, my apologies, yeah.
Yep.
Well, timeout, I'm talking about the appropriation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to vote, we need to make an ordinance or vote on that.
Okay, so if there were no questions on the appropriations ordinance, I would make a recommendation that the law director draft an ordinance detailing the transfers in and out of accounts as listed within the ordinance. Second period.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Parrish?
Yes.
Mr. Velardo?
Yes.
Mr. Price?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Ms. Cooper?
Yes.
Ms. Chamberlain?
Yes.
My apologies, I got a little excited.
Okay.
Everybody gets excited about appropriation ordinances.
Yes. Yes. I'm still thinking about my response to our law director after his comment to me. Moving on to the assistant assistant city manager job description. Is there any questions regarding that?
So what you're asking us for is permission to, update the job description for the position that you're talking about.
Correct.
I would make a recommendation that the law director draft an ordinance allowing the alteration of the assistant city manager job description to what's listed here.
Ms. Chamberlain?
Yes.
Ms. Cooper?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Mr. Price?
Yes.
Mr. Velardo?
Yes.
Mr. Parrish?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm going to table the community reinvestment area ordinance for now. We're still working through some of the finer details regarding that, so I will table that discussion for now. Next on the agenda is the DORA discussions. This is just a discussion. This is something that we've previously brought to council. We've had several business owners reach out to us requesting that instead of having a which they're losing money on it, and although it's not a money maker, I think they've been losing about $1 a cup. So several other communities, I know Loveland, that seems to be the consistent example that they've utilized the sticker method, and we're no longer in the DORA cup business, but I do feel strongly about having a consistent sticker, so that way when it comes to enforcement and just having rules that are consistent across the board, we felt that having a consistent sticker for everyone to utilize is in our best interest. So I know there's a couple of revisions that have gone around regarding that. What I did provide in the packet was I highlighted all the sections that are relevant in terms of the process. So what we'll do is we'll start the process. That won't start tonight, but the next meeting we'll start the process of the needed public hearings and sending out the proper notifications to the state and the property owners within the district to notify them that we're looking at amending it. I've also attached a map. Beyond the stickers, what we'd like to do is amend the area in which the DORA district currently covers. You'll notice that the area across the bridge in the Hamilton County side, that little area that is still part of Milford but sometimes gets neglected, we would like to extend that in that direction as well as closer to Riverside 2 around the Cash Street area. So just expanding that a little bit further, we believe is in our best interest in terms of sort of the direction and strategies and priorities and initiatives we have moving forward. So there's no decisions to be made, but I just wanted to be able to present the information to council to consider. The map, I'm certainly open to feedback, but I believe that this sort of change is justified based off of the conversations we've had with businesses and some of our efforts internally.
And obviously the map change, which I don't have a problem with, but are we under any type of restriction? I'll ask our law director as far as how big we can ever make this.
Yes.
There are, you guys be contiguous and so forth, so yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I know we stretch it because we get a little skinny
Right.
at certain spots.
Yeah.
And then as far as, and that I'm aware of, the use of stickers, and Brian, I'll defer to you also.
Yeah.
All these communities, I assume a lot of them have gone to the stickers. Have you had any issues with people just having, I mean, right now it's pretty obvious what a DORA cup looks like. So when you say any cup,
No.
can it be on any cup, any style cup?
We had our meeting with them. I think they're all gonna use the clear plastic cups that they already use
That's
for
what I
water.
mean. Would that be defined in here then?
Correct. That would be part
So
of the rules.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
So we,
they're looking at logos for the sticker currently and pricing them out.
Right. I've seen them being used, but usually, as long as I think the cup is specific. I guess my point is you can't just grab whatever
Right.
cup and put
No.
a sticker on it.
yeah, so we'll refine the regulations, but the stickers that have gone around have the Milford logo on it. It says DORA. There's like a little slogan, I'm sure drinks somewhere in the slogan. That
Drink
seems
local
very
or something,
natural,
yeah.
but that'll be presented to council in terms of what the sticker looks like and what those regulations are. But that will be specifically stated.
Is any consideration being put into anti-counterfeiting measures on the sticker? Because what's to prevent an enterprising young person from using their color printer and Avery labels to create their own Dora stickers?
Well, yeah,
Maybe I
guess
just
we
opened a
haven't-
can of worms.
Yeah.
Like, that's what just popped into my
Well, I
head.
was gonna say, how,
So all the
how,
young people in the audience, they can make their own door stickers.
yeah, obviously we are we are not allowing that. We haven't discussed necessarily from one vendor per se. I know that they have several businesses, or one business in particular shops several vendors to get that best price. I don't plan, in my personal opinion, I don't plan on regulating in terms of where they actually get it from. I know that's not exactly what you're getting at, but
Sure.
Even with the old cups, they could have took their parents' cup and walked downtown with the
Sure,
cup.
there is
Yeah,
that,
so
right? And you're not
it's-
gonna stop, if somebody
Yeah.
that has bad intent, it's gonna be very hard to stop them in general, right? But like, just, sorry, questions pop into my head, and I feel like
I don't know if
they
it'll
need to
have a
be
little
asked
copyright
sometimes.
thing, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see when
Yeah,
we see the
we'll see the
design of the
sticker looks
sticker.
like.
Yeah.
And we can talk about it then.
Yeah, we'll discuss that internally and see
Yeah.
what we can come up with.
Were you in trouble as a teenager?
Yeah.
No, but my dad was a police officer, so I thought of a lot of ways to get in trouble, right? So maybe that's where this comes from, but I just want to make sure
Good
we're
thinking,
considering all angles when we're talking about things to benefit the city.
Yeah.
good thinking.
So, Mr. Lawler, 320 contiguous acres, so as long as they're contiguous.
Okay, 320 is
And
the,
right now, I think we're at 90 acres.
Okay.
I believe. I think it's actually 89 to be exact.
so then the old cups become collector items, is that what you're saying? the old
Yes.
cups?
Mm-hmm.
And would those be no longer available, because we have a lot of
We discussed with, there was a small group of business owners that sat down and discussed
Yeah.
this. We did talk about the ability to still purchase the cups, as there is some sort of, people enjoy the cups.
Right.
We just, they asked that isn't the only option.
Okay. I was just curious more than anything else, if you're allowed to
Yeah,
use the old.
I think they can.
For some reason, I
I
have a
think,
collection
I mean,
of
most of the
them.
businesses seem like they would honor the old cup.
We
Yeah.
do have to be careful about how we write that into the rules too, because that's
Sure.
part of, the cup is part of the rule packet that we have
Right.
to pass.
Right.
It does seem like though post-COVID, I mean, before COVID, if you had a prior cup, they took it from you and they used it.
Yeah,
Post-COVID, it seems like they traded your cup,
Yeah,
yeah.
right? They didn't use my cup.
right.
They
And
put
that's,
it in.
yeah, Dan mentioned that because he said people didn't like the idea of getting a cup, even though it's been to the dishwasher, that wasn't theirs. So that's another reason to get rid of the cups and go with these clear plastic cups.
Yeah, I just was saying, if
Yeah,
you
oh, yeah.
grandfather the old
Oh,
cups
yeah,
in,
yeah.
if I bring my cup in, are they gonna fill my cup or swap it for a plastic one?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, good question.
Good question to have with them.
Good
before we
question.
pass it.
Or you get the plastic cup, and then you pour it into your old cup.
Yeah,
True.
Yeah,
Well, you can do that.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Are they gonna still charge me the buck? Because they did with, if you had the hard
Yeah.
plastic.
Right,
That's
they
the hard
did.
plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good questions.
Yeah.
Not that we.
It's more of the story, don't throw away your old cups, because it might be worth something, or, yeah.
I'm gonna gold mine my door.
Yeah.
Alrighty, any other discussions on that topic? Obviously, there's more information to come on this. I plan on providing a better sort of timeline as to what that process looks like, and we'll be sending that to the businesses as well, so they can ensure that, or we can ensure they're kept in the loop. Alrighty, moving on. Next in the packet is the customer service station quote. This is something that I discussed last meeting. Part of the discussion last meeting was something that I said I brought up in my initial interview process, was that of the creation of the customer service station. Something I'm very passionate about. I think will significantly improve our operations and our overall delivery to residents in terms of getting information, answering questions, paying water bills, getting permits. It'll be a far greater process. But with that, I want one centralized spot, and I want a centralized spot so when people walk in, they're greeted by that customer service station, specifically the people, not the station, but the people within the station, and they're able to assist with the question or request or whatever is of need. So Previously, I provided this little sketch of sort of the furniture and the layout of that customer service station. What's different this time compared to last time is the actual quote to purchase the new furniture. A lot of this work we're going to try to do internally. There's 2 walls that need to be replaced or taken down. All of them are just walls that have been propped up. They're not load-bearing walls, so we feel pretty confident that we can complete that internally. As I discussed last meeting, we have leftover money in the budget in the economic development line item that we budgeted for economic development that we will not be using. So I would like to be able to utilize that money to pay for this, and that way we can hopefully get moving on this and have this ready as we have the turn of the year. So that's why I'm bringing it up now, but wanted to get council's blessing, A, because it's above my spending limit, but B, to ensure that we're all moving in the right direction or in the same direction.
Am I reading this correctly, that there are 2 line items on here for tariff surcharges? Is that
that's
right?
my first time I've seen
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not sure I can negotiate that line item, but.
I mean, you doubt yourself. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah.
And then also, what you're asking us to approve this evening is the grand total amount that's listed here?
Correct.
I think the ordinance says not to exceed $20,000.
Yeah,
Right,
Because
'cause this
there are
price
other
does not
costs,
include
because if
tax
you're
and
moving
things.
walls,
Yep.
you might have to, sprinkler system, electric, I mean, there are other costs. And I'm not opposed to this. My question is the timing, because we have talked about potentially revamping the whole upstairs office. So I struggle to, I don't want to damper your enthusiasm to get this done, but I think there's a greater good or a bigger picture to potentially look at if we're going to revamp the whole upstairs potentially. We've talked about different things, that why would you temporarily put this station in where we may, in short order, then,
Well, couldn't this
This-
furniture be used no matter where it is?
I want this to be there long-term. That this, no matter where we move, so long as it's in this building, this is our main point of contact when people walk in, and this is where they're greeted. So regardless if we're in the basement or upstairs.
I get that part. I get that, but if you've got to remodel the rest of it, I just think that, first of all, I think there's more cost associated. I don't think those are the final cost. So I would like to see a full cost of what it truly is going to, besides just the furniture. Moving walls, even if we're doing it internally, there's still a cost associated with it, and I would just like to see what those costs are, personally.
I'm okay, because I feel like we're gonna use the furniture, well, number one, it's gonna stay there, but whether we move if we move it, the furniture would move with it.
Correct, but I do, yeah, I mean, I don't expect this furniture to move. I want it to be presentable when people walk in. The meeting room to the right, I want that to be a meeting room, so if someone comes in for income tax, they have a more secluded room. But also, I want the new resident folders. I want information about some of the community assets, if it's a downtown map, if it's the Visitors Bureau. I mean, this is going to be a museum, for the lack of better words, of information that we can give to the residents or new people coming to town. And it's almost like a Visitors Bureau, but a local one. That's how I envision this space. So that's why I want it on the bottom floor. We've talked about potentially moving upstairs and converting the second floor to something that is more community-based, so people can utilize rooms for meetings, if it's card clubs, HOA meetings, et cetera. We need a point person to be able to direct people to those proper rooms. If it's relocating council chamber, something of that nature, I think having one centralized hub will allow for us to better maximize some of these initiatives and efforts.
Well, and I think it's consistent with us wanting to improve our customer service,
Yeah,
which we've
we
talked
gotta
about.
start
for
I'm not
years.
opposed to that one
Yeah.
bit. I just think
Yeah.
that, one of my pet peeves is, if you're gonna give me a quote on something, there better be more than one, because I want a true cost analysis, if that's, regardless of the cost, if that's the best fit, so more than one quote on anything that we're spending money on. I've said that from the day I got on council. And two is I want to see what the actual cost is. What, if we're doing it internally, what?
I mean, some of that they're not gonna know till they tear the wall out.
Sure they are. Anyone can, when you don't do a project unless you know what it cost.
But you're talking about like moving electric or sprinkler system, I mean,
Yeah,
some of
but-
that they may can tell, but some of that, they might not find out till they open the wall up and see what's inside the
But you have
wall.
a pretty good idea. When I do a project, someone comes in, they give me a quote, says it's gonna cost X, Y, Z, and that's what I expect to hold them to.
How many walls does this require we
Yeah.
tear down?
Two. And of the walls that are torn down, they actually go beneath the ceiling tiles, so I expect very little change in terms of moving stuff.
And staff's
And-
gonna do the work.
Correct.
What you're telling us is, if the rest of the second floor is to be remodeled, it would happen around this. This would stay, because you want this where it's at, the way that it's at, in order to improve the city's communication with the residents.
1000%.
Which
I-
needs to be a stable spot
Yeah.
while we're doing
Agreed.
any changes.
I
and
would throw in that
Yes.
it
right,
would
even
be
more so.
helpful in the future, when we are considering these things, to see prices from additional vendors. I don't think, for me, that's not a deal killer here, but it would help council and then also our citizens kind of see, A, we're doing our due diligence, and B, give council some options, right? Like, I know you've got a very specific vision here, and I like the vision that you've got going on, but just for future, I would also like to maybe see what's the dollar amount
That's what I
threshold
say,
for
yeah.
competitive bidding in the
Yeah.
state of Ohio?
40.
Oh,
This is way under that.
Yeah, it's
40.
not.
To me,
it's
this is
that it
not
has to be
necessary for
competitive.
that.
yeah,
Yes.
sure, no, just curious as to what that requirement
Yeah.
was.
Well, to be clear, 40 under our charter for everybody else who follows general bidding law, it's 80,000 now,
Yeah.
roughly.
Sweet,
So,
okay.
to me, that, yeah.
And these are also on state bid too, so there is a consistency in terms of the numbers.
Let me also just ask this question about the potential future, because I know nothing's been decided and it's been high-level conversation, but if we were to remodel the rest of the second floor, to reconfigure things, I would assume we would try to get furniture that is matchy to this, right? Do we know, I guess where my brain is going is, let's say we do this and then the rest of everything stalls out. Are we setting ourselves up to have this amount of furniture that then we can't match to anything? Like, you probably can't answer that question. Again, I'm sorry, everyone, my brain is a weird place that works in weird ways, but that would be something else I would be thinking about.
Yeah, so built into next year's budget, we have city hall improvements. Some of that is certainly, and when I say some, it's probably a large share of that is geared towards relocating council chambers. Furniture to me is secondary. I would prefer to ensure that we have a layout up there that is feasible. It matches our operations, so that would be step one. Furniture to me is, quite frankly, I don't like spending money on furniture, but I also don't like having bad furniture. So that would be something I would put on a very similar replacement schedule to that of laptops or something, where we span it out. I won't come and ask council for $100,000 replace furniture. It's something that I would do year over year, but to your point, having consistency with the colors, and these aren't the colors that I'm going with. We have the ability to change that, but that would be something that I would certainly want, is consistency with the colors.
That may have seemed like a kind of pointless question. I apologize, everyone.
No,
I
I
have
mean,
no
it's
further,
a
no further
fair
questions.
point.
Your
Yeah.
Honor.
Is anyone prepared
No,
to?
I mean, I'd rather just see it all, let's get a price on the total redone up there with this included in there.
So,
Because obviously, if you're gonna buy more furniture, you're gonna get that at a better price.
yeah, so we're looking to get a proposal from an architect to reconfigure upstairs. We've got sort of what the existing space looks like. I don't know what the price is, so that's why I say that very high level, but they're going to do a true analysis of City Hall and figure out, okay, moving into the future, if the second floor is geared more towards that, we'll call it a community space, just for the lack of better terms. What does that entirely look like upstairs? We know that there's good space up there, but there's some offices are probably as big as this room, and that's, no one needs an office. Well, I don't think anyone needs an office that big. So that's something that we are working on, because once again, I would like a plan related to that, and maybe it doesn't happen in 1 year, but I think that this is a first step. This is something that regardless of where we move, I want this here. It's centralized. It's right as you walk in. by the elevators to go up, down, or stay on that main floor. So that is why I picked that specific location.
Are you moving to 475 Center too? Because he's got the address
We're
wrong.
thinking about it.
Yeah, he's got the address wrong too. Details
Reversal-
matter.
Reversal of numbers.
Details matter.
So personally, I think that this kind of mini facelift for the city's customer service side of things is long overdue. I think this is a great idea. So at this point, unless anyone has any other questions, I would recommend that the law director draft an ordinance authorizing the city manager to purchase office furnishings in an amount not to exceed $20,000 from APG Furniture.
Second.
Ms. Cooper?
Yes.
Ms. Chamberlain?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson?
No.
Mr. Price?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Parrish?
Yes.
Mr. Velardo?
No.
Alrighty, next on the list, I'm not sure if I am the right person for this, but,
You wanna talk about the
city manager contract amendments?
I must confess, I don't have the specific changes right now on me, so I apologize. I remember
I say, basically,
it's the three.
whatever
it's
you
the
guys discussed last meeting that I was not
Right,
at.
no, it's the same, yeah, it's the same term. There are changes to the agreement that increase the
Get
salary.
it, I mean, from a timing standpoint, we can defer it till the next meeting. Correct? Not gonna.
Because it'll be effective January 1, is that what
Yeah.
we decided?
Yeah,
I believe so.
yeah, what we had talked about. If we
We
need
okay with
to,
that?
you know.
We need to?
However you
Does
wanna do
everybody
it.
know what you guys
Yeah.
decided on last meeting? Are you comfortable to vote, or do you want to wait?
We need to specify.
Let's wait.
I mean, there's no, I mean, it can be a public record. It's not, I just don't remember. It's
Yeah.
literally a lack of knowledge. It's not a lack of transparency, because I don't want that perceived, because it's not accurate.
Yeah.
But I just don't remember the specific changes. I remember increase in salary. I remember increase in pay, in vacation. I remember related to a pension pickup, and there was an increased phone allowance from $50 to $75,000, haha, $50 to $75 a month. So actually, I just did remember the four of them.
Those are the 4 changes.
Is that correct, Mr. Gunderson, just to make sure that I had them all?
Is that be okay with going forward with that?
Increase in salary, increase in weeks to 4, increase for pension pickup, and an increase in phone allowance from $50 a month to $75 a month. Those are the 4
Still going to
changes.
be at the same, like, length of contract.
Same length of contract, except we changed, instead we had, because we had oriented him when he started
Yes.
in '24 at December 10th, so we moved it to December 31st to coincide with the end of the year.
Yeah.
So those are the 4 or 5 changes. So we're all transparent, we all have them, we all knew them, I just didn't remember them at the time, and they came back, so sorry about that.
So at this point, I would make a recommendation that the law director draft an ordinance incorporating the previously mentioned amendments into the city manager's contract.
Second.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Parrish?
Yes.
Mr. Velardo?
Yes,
Mr. Price?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Ms. Cooper?
Yes.
Ms. Chamberlain?
Yes.
Thank you, that's all I have.
Okay, so we're going to move our public comment section to the end. Does anyone from the public have any comments about anything we discussed during our committee of the whole meeting? All right, seeing none, do I have a motion to adjourn the committee of the whole meeting?
So moved?
Second.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Parrish?
Yes.
Mr. Velardo?
yes.
Mr. Price?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Ms. Cooper?
Yes.
Ms. Chamberlain?
Yes.
All right, that takes us to new business, ordinances and resolutions. Mr. Pacheco.
Thank you, Mayor. Ordinance number 25-411, an ordinance amending appropriation ordinances 2024-317 and 2025-340, 2025-351, and 2025-392. Now therefore be it ordained by the Council of the Municipality of Milford, Ohio, Section 1. The Council of the City of Milford hereby authorizes the City Finance Director to amend appropriation ordinances 2024-317, 2025-340, 2025-351, and 2025-392 by increasing or decreasing as the individual set forth above and listed on the chart attached here to and fully incorporated herein as provided in section 12.03 of the Milford City Charter. Said amendments total $4,911,260. Section 2, under and in accordance with sections 11.05 and 12.05 of the Milford City Charter, this ordinance requires only one reading and shall become effective immediately upon its passage.
Motion to adopt?
Second.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Parrish?
Yes.
Ms. Chamberlain?
Yes.
Ms. Cooper?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Mr. Velardo?
Yes.
Mr. Price?
Yes.
Ordinance number 25-412, an ordinance amending the Assistant City Manager job position and establishing a revised joint job description set forth in the attached exhibit. Now therefore be it ordained by the Council of Municipality of Milford, Ohio, Section 1, under Section 3.14 of the Milford City Charter, the Council of Milford may by ordinance establish, abolish, divide, or combine the functions, compensations, powers, qualifications, and duties of any position, office, or department not described in the Charter. Section 2, the Council of Milford now intends to amend the existing Assistant City Manager job description to better align with the description reflected in the exhibit attached. Section 3, under and in accordance with sections 12.05 and 12.07 of the Milford City Charter, this ordinance shall be effective immediately upon its passage by City Council.
I have a quick question to educate the public, just to generally hear. I'm going to make a motion in a moment to suspend the rules and read by title only. The rule that I'm about to suspend or make a motion to suspend, it's not a rule that the ordinance has to be read on 2 separate days, correct? It just has to be read out loud twice.
To whether I just...
Could be at the same meeting right now if I
Right.
didn't make this motion.
That's correct.
Okay. So I am going to make the motion to suspend the rules and read by title only.
Second.
Ms. Chamberlain?
Yes.
Ms. Cooper?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Mr. Price?
Yes.
Mr. Velardo?
Yes.
Mr. Parrish?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Yes, so the point of your motion, Mr. Parrish, is rather than just read the title, I would have to read the ordinance again.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
Ordinance number 25-412, an ordinance amending the Assistant City Manager job position and establishing a revised job description set forth in the attached exhibit.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Parrish?
Yes.
Mr. Velardo?
Yes.
Mr. Price?
Yes.
Ms. Cooper?
Yes.
Ms. Chamberlain?
Yes.
Ordinance number 25-413, an ordinance authorizing the city manager to purchase furniture from APG Office Furnishings at a cost not to exceed $20,000. Now therefore be it ordained by the Council of the Municipality of Milford, Ohio, Section 1. City Council hereby authorizes the city manager to take all action necessary to purchase furniture for use at the newly created customer service station from APG Office Furnishings at a cost not to exceed $20,000. The price estimate is attached and fully incorporated by reference under and in accordance with Section 12.03 of the Milford City Charter. Section 2. Under and in accordance with Section 12.05 of the Milford City Charter, this ordinance shall become effective immediately upon its passage by City Council.
Motion to suspend the rules and read by title only.
Second.
Mr. Velardo?
Yes.
Mr. Parrish?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Price?
Yes.
Ms. Chamberlain?
Yes.
Ms. Cooper?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Ordinance number 25-413, an ordinance authorizing the city manager to purchase furniture from APG Office Furnishings at a cost not to exceed $20,000.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Parrish?
Yes.
Mr. Velardo?
No.
Mr. Price?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson?
No.
Ms. Cooper?
Yes.
Ms. Chamberlain?
Yes.
Thank you, Mayor. Ordinance number 25-414, an ordinance amending the employment contract with Milford City Manager Benjamin W. Gunderson. Now therefore be it ordained by the Council of the Municipality of Milford, Ohio, Section 1. The Council of the City of Milford, Ohio hereby authorizes the mayor to amend the employment contract with Benjamin W. Gunderson as city manager under the terms provided in the attached contract and in Article 4 of the Milford City Charter. The terms and conditions of said contract shall be and hereby are incorporated by reference pursuant to and in accordance with Section 12.03 of the Milford City Charter. Section 2, pursuant to and in accordance with Sections 12.05 and 12.07 of the Milford City Charter, this ordinance shall become effective immediately upon its passage by City Council.
Motion to suspend the rules and read by title only.
Second.
Mr. Parrish?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Velardo?
Yes.
Mr. Price?
Yes.
Ms. Cooper?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Ms. Chamberlain?
Yes.
Ordinance number 25-414, an ordinance amending the employment contract with Milford City Manager Benjamin W. Gunderson.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Ms. Chamberlain?
Yes.
Ms. Cooper?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Mr. Price?
Yes.
Mr. Velardo?
Yes.
Mr. Parrish?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mayor, thank you. If I might have just 2 minutes of indulgence. First of all, happy Thanksgiving to all of you and to everybody. Wish them all the best in this season, and we have a lot to be grateful for as a country, as a city, And so I wish you all happy Thanksgiving and hope you have a good time with all of your friends and family. I would also say, given a week from Saturday, OH,
IO.
there you go. Very good. Thank you very much.
All right, that takes us to old business. So in the old business.
Mayor, pursuant to and in accordance with section 3.052 of the Milford City Charter, I would make a motion to go into executive session to consider the purchase of property for public purposes or for the sale of property at competitive bidding if premature disclosure of information would give an unfair competitive or bargaining advantage to a person whose personal or private interest is adverse to the general public interest.
Second.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Parrish?
Yes.
Mr. Velardo?
Yes.
Mr. Price?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Ms. Cooper?
Yes.
Ms. Chamberlain?
Yes.
All right, and just for you in the audience, we will be returning only to adjourn the meeting. So if you need anything signed for school, anybody, we can do that before we go back to executive session.